Hello, welcome back to the Man United fan stand, and yes, it is. Yeah, well, now I am doing a fan cam for that rubbish game. Well, today it was Manchester City 3, Manchester United 1. So I have got Kieran on from RedDevilWeekly now. So anyway, what's your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, it was a pretty poor result, to be honest, although the way City played at times was absolutely brilliant, and I think they're just a class above at the moment. It's very depressing to say, but they are just a class above at the moment. Although at times, to be honest, we made them look very, very good, but City controlled possession throughout the game. David Silva had a fantastic game, scored the opening goal as well. But it was just kind of the lack of quality all over the pitch, but in the final third especially. I mean, when we got the ball against Man City, you have to be able to, make chances and create chances, and we didn't really do that. Our goal came from when Lukaku came on, just a through ball, and I think we should have been trying that more often. We should have been trying to get in behind them more often, but we just didn't do that. And City passed it around. They were very, very comfortable throughout the whole game, and it was very, very hard to watch as a United fan, watching City dominate that much. It was very depressing to watch. And it was very hard. Obviously, no Pogba, so our creative spark was kind of taken away from us in that sense. And so, very, very hard to watch, really. Defensive errors once again, especially for the third goal as well. It's not a great performance, but luckily we're going into an international break, so hopefully some of those problems can be sorted out.
Yeah, well, as you said, we did make City look quite well class out there, and we just made problems a lot worse for us. But I really do think Mourinho's got to go. I saw that our defenders and stuff, they were there running away from the ball and stuff. They were there just being. They were just really scared, to be honest with you, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. We went out there, we parked the bus, and it's starting to get really old and boring now, and really, really frustrating. Look, I really, really want Mourinho to get sacked. He isn't going anywhere, because the Glazers, Edwards, well, they're going to go off, they're going to say, oh, right, it's only Manchester City, it was a tough match. Right, how about we just don't sack him? But no, Mourinho's staying. We've got Crystal Palace next, I think. I think we will win it, but it's just ridiculous the way we played today. I really just can't get over it. It just didn't seem right. In my opinion, it's probably the worst game that we played this season. It's all I can say is that it is absolutely ridiculous and it is unacceptable. I was in shock in that game. I really was in shock after that.
Well, yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think a lot of United fans, the way we went about it, I think even from when the team sheet was announced, no Pogba in there as well, we kind of knew that we're going to be sitting back and just allowing City to come on to us. And obviously, I think Mourinho was worried about leaving the gaps in behind, but even when we were sitting back, the gaps still appeared, so it didn't seem to work, his strategy of sitting back and inviting pressure. And I think one of the worst things you can do against Man City is invite the pressure on yourself. I think we tried, at the start, to kind of press them a bit, but as the game went on, it just the press kind of deteriorated, and it was a sad sight to see, really. And Matic as well had another poor game, and I don't understand why we keep persisting with him. Maybe Mourinho went with him because he's a bit more of an experienced head in these kind of big games, but he's just been poor, really, for the last few games, really. So after the international break, I'd like to see someone else take Matic's place, maybe Fred or someone like that. I just think Matic is just too static, and he's only got a left foot as well, which is really annoying because he takes so long on the ball to find a pass. He can't do one or two touch football like the Man City midfielders were doing, and he got totally dominating in midfield. And it was a very poor performance, really. But Man City, the way they played, they looked fantastic at times. But at 2-1, you still felt there was a chance of us potentially nicking a draw if we got a set piece or something like that. But the third goal, poor defending, and it's just deflating, really, to watch.
Yeah, I mean, look. To be honest with you, Mata played well against Juventus, but to be honest with you, I think Mata is he's a kind of game changer. But you know, he didn't start today, but you know, the thing that I have noticed with Mata, one game he's good, one game he's rubbish, and it is starting to get really, really frustrating. For me, Fellaini was alright in that first half, but I thought Fred should have played over him. Matic is starting to wind me up. As you said, I think Pogba was definitely missed today, though. But you know, who can we play up front? It's either Sanchez or Lukaku, who are both, in my opinion, just totally useless. Anyway, if you had to choose, who would your best player be for Manchester United today?
Well, it's a difficult one. I think, I wouldn't say it would be this one, but I felt bad for David De Gea today. I thought he couldn't really do much about the goals he conceded. Potentially with Aguero one he could have done better, but I don't think he really put a foot wrong. I thought Fellaini actually didn't do too badly. Yes, he was a bit slow in that midfield, but yeah. I thought he won the ball back a few times. And potentially Ander Herrera. It's a hard one. It definitely is a hard one because I thought the front three I didn't think did enough in the game. Yes, you could argue they didn't have enough service, but when they did get the ball, I didn't think they created enough. So for me, I'm going to go with Ander Herrera as my man of the match. But as you said, it's very, very difficult to really kind of pick one of them. To be honest.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, to be honest, as you said, Fellaini played all right, Herrera all right. But to be honest with you, look, Nemanja Matic, I mean, we were lacking in our centre midfield. I mean, look, to be honest with you, we were lacking in our defence and everything, to be honest with you. And it was really frustrating. If I had to pick a man of the match for us, it would probably be, it is a real tough one. It can't go to any of the defenders. They are useless, to be honest with you. I'm going to go for Fellaini as our man of the match today. I just can't award it to anyone else. But, you know, overall, the players were rubbish. They didn't really work that well together, and it was just all wrong. Our attacks didn't lead to anything. I mean, we hardly had any attacks. We had like one shot on target, and probably our only good piece of play in that is when we got the penalty. The really good through ball to Lukaku, then Ederson got down and fouled him. So yeah, that was probably our only good piece of play, but it's just really, really frustrating, and I am in shock, even though, you know, it was City, but the way we played was absolutely appalling, and that is what I am really shocked about. I mean, you know, we play part of the bus all the time, but I'm shocked that today it was worse than part of the bus, I think. It really, really was.
Yeah, it wasn't great, was it? And, you know, it was a bit stupid, really, how we kind of sat back a bit. Yeah, it's disappointing to watch, but we have to move on, you know. And it was annoying because I thought actually in the past few games our performances were actually getting better, and we were playing a bit better. But you know, as soon as you come up against a side like Man City, every mistake you make is going to be punished. And unfortunately today we made too many defensive errors and we lost the game. And I think Man City will probably go on and retain the title this year. They look fantastic. Yeah. So yeah, it's depressing from a United point of view, but you know we can't dwell on this. We have to move on, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think we're literally going to be fighting for top 6 now. I think right now the title's probably gone. Yeah, we'll just have to probably go for the top 4. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it is a battle for top 4 now between, you know, us, Spurs and Arsenal for that 4th place. Potentially, you know, if we went on a bit of run of games, we could potentially get into that kind of 3rd place maybe. But I'm pretty sure Man City, Chelsea and Liverpool have got that top 4, those top 3 places, sewn up. So that 4th spot is going to be hotly contested, and it's going to be very difficult for us to make it into there. But it's a bit disappointing as well how, you know, in Jose Mourinho's 3rd season, we're still only fighting for top 4. I think a lot of people were expecting us to go for the title, so it's disappointing, but it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, so I'm going to end the video. So yeah, thanks for coming on, mate. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me on, mate. Yeah, thank you very much. Okay. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching the video of the Man United fans. Dan, I'll speak to you all soon. Really poor performance today. Thanks for watching.